What's up everyone, this is Emilio, and in this video I was going to do a walkthrough of a full house to talk about renovation costs. But what I found out was that the basement actually had some foundation issues. So what I did was I got rid of all of the other talks of renovations just to focus on talking about the foundation, showing you a bowing wall. I talk about, ways to solve basement foundation issues and things like that. So cut the video down short from the original video, but I hope you enjoy the video. Hope you learned something from it. If you found something helpful in this video, please subscribe to my channel. Please like, comment below, and I will talk to you soon. So look at the panel. Panel looks good. You don't really have to update the panel. I look for foundation issues, and speak of the devil. See this right here, this little crack? This is not bad, but I don't know how well you can see this on camera. Do you see this partition right here? You see that? You see how it angles? It's bowing out. It's actually bowing out. Look right here. See that? Yeah, you see that crack right there? It's not terrible. It's not terrible, but if I go down the wall here, again, see that crack right? Step right here. See that? And then do you see? All right, let me do this. Okay, I'm gonna take this board here, right? Because it doesn't show up on camera unless you use something as reference, okay? I'm gonna put it flush against here. Flush against here. Look at that gap. See? See that gap right there? So it's flush against here, and it should stay flush going all the way up, but this is where it bows out. There you go. So it's actually all alongside this wall. So what I'm going to do is when I go outside, I'm going to see what's causing this. The way to solve this, to push it back, you have to, if you decide to, you have to go on the outside, dig out the ground so there's no, because if you try and push it here, you're pushing against the ground. So the best way to do it is to dig out all this so there's no dirt here, and then when you push it, the dirt isn't pushing back. It's just a lot of labor, and it's expensive. But anyways, yeah, this is the wall. And I think they tried solving this. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Just looking at this metal bar right here, I think they saw that there was going to be a problem, and they put this metal bar here to make sure the wall didn't keep pushing in. So this is actually has prevented the wall from bowing into the house even further. That's my theory. I'm sticking to it. Oh, and it looks like they've already waterproofed this basement, and I could tell you why. You see this right here? This, I'm not saying this is for sure, but you see this thing going all along the basement? Oh yeah. So, okay. Wow, this video is getting in-depth now. So there's something, one of the waterproofing solutions, it's called an interior French drain. So what an interior French drain is, you see all the wall here. What they do is they break up the concrete till you get down, I want to say 2 feet, maybe 3. And they take this really thick PVC pipe, and it's got holes in it. It's perforated. So what they do is they put it down. Is very laborious because you have to get a wheelbarrow, and you have to take a wheelbarrow and take all the dirt upstairs because you're not going to be able to fill all. You take all the dirt out. You're going to remove it. Put the big thick perforated PVC pipe, and then what you're going to do is once it's there, you're going to run it all to one point. So I don't know yet, but there should be a sump pump. So a sump pump it's like a plastic, pretty much a big plastic barrel. And inside there is a water pump where when it reaches a certain height, all the water, when water comes in the basement, all the water is going to go into the perforated pipe, and it's going to be pitched. So it all goes down to one big bucket. It's probably going to be in the corner there. And then the bucket's going to fill with water. And then once it hits a certain level, the pump inside the bucket or the barrel will pump the water outside, therefore getting rid of all the water. And the reason why I've seen this is because I've done it on 2 houses, and you see this material here. This is kind of like a barrier. I don't work on basements, but it's like a barrier, a vapor barrier, I think they call it. And then, let me see if I can see it. Okay, do you see this definitive line here? This is where they jacked the floor. And then they pulled out the dirt, and then they put the pipe in. And then, you see these walls here blowing out a little bit? Look what's here. Another metal stud to prevent the bowing of the wall. And you see this right here. Again, oh, I'm always finding picture frames and stuff. So handy. I put it flush against here, and you see the gap going up, so it's bowing out to the basement. It's kind of really bad around here too. So you have foundation problems here. It's not the end of the world, but to fix it could cost a lot of money. Anyways, let's see if there's a sump pump here. See if my theory is correct. This is the furnace. Furnace actually looks good. Water heater looks good. It's PEX throughout. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I think they did a sump pump throughout this whole thing. Let me see if there's. I don't see a sump pump over there. It's odd. I don't see one. Maybe this is it. This little thing. I don't know. Maybe it's in here. Shoot. Could be under these floorboards. That's kind of funky. I've never seen that. It could be in here. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. So maybe. Yeah, I don't see a sump pump. So what they could have done, which is something that I did at one of my properties, was I didn't want to spend the extra money for a sump pump, because you have to put the sump pump in the corner, and then you have a tube going up, and you got to drill a hole in the wall, and it pushes the water up and outside. So what I did for one of my properties is we found the drain, and we did the pipes, but it wasn't flooding, it was just leakages of water. So what we did was we took all the pipes, instead of having it pumped out, we just connected it to the drain in the basement, and that's what we did. So I wonder, I don't know why I'm going through all this. Maybe just to try and explain it to you guys, maybe. I'm not sure if you guys find this helpful or not. If you guys find this helpful, comment on it. I would really appreciate it. I don't see any sump pumps. I see nothing. Yeah. Maybe they tied it into the drain, but I don't think they did that either. Here's another metal stud. So I see that. That doesn't mean anything. I don't know, dude. Okay. So I do know for sure that this basement was waterproofed. I do know they did preventative measures to stop the basement walls from caving in, but the walls have definitely been bowing in. This is your plumbing stack. So this is and when you're looking underneath in the basement, I want to say this is the sink, the vanity, this is the toilet. This right here is your bathtub. So your bathtub's here, toilet's there, and then your sink is over here somewhere. And it's all tied in. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because you can see underneath, and you see underneath that it's painted black, but this is not like the old metal. This is PVC updated plumbing all the way through here. And this is a PVC line, which is blue, which is for cold. And then you have another, where's the other one? What? Wait a second. How does that vanity get, oh, this is, you know what? This is the supply line for the toilet. Shoot. Let's see. Where's the supply line for the vanity? Oh, it's right here. There it is. This is the vanity supply line. So red is for the hot water, blue is for the cold water. This goes to the vanity. This line goes to the toilet to fill the toilet up. And it's updated text. So if you're looking at a house to purchase, if this is all like old school metal, like galvanized, replace that. Now it all goes out to this stack here, so all of the water goes down to here, and then it goes down to the sewer line. Now, if this was a rental, this is passable because it doesn't look like there's any cracks anywhere. If this was a flip, you potentially could swap all this out. Depends on how much budget you have, but you could swap all this out with PVC and update this whole thing. But you see, it went from PVC and it connected into the old line, which is fine because I think this looks okay. That doesn't look like there's huge cracks in here or nothing like that. So I think it looks okay. And then this right here is your clean out. So if you ever have any problems, the plumber will come down here, open this up, and then clean the unclog the drain from that clean out valve. All right, now I feel like I'm just like talking to talk here. I really appreciate everybody watching. I hope you got something out of this. If you have any questions about real estate investing, if you have any questions about wholesaling or buying in Detroit, if you need us to, quote a renovation, if you buy a house, not from us, but for somebody else, we'd be happy to do the renovation. If you want to support the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, comment below. I also have a Detroit real estate wholesaling course where I actually give some advice about certain formulas that I use to see if an investment is a good investment or not. It supports the channel. It it educates you as well. I'm trying to provide value for some investors out there. I think it's worth the investment. It's very inexpensive. But I hope you all have a very wonderful day. Talk to you soon.